Kim Kardashian and Kanye West were an air sign pairing, a Libra and a Gemini. On paper, they were an effortless match, but underneath the surface lay a dark, watery underworld, a Scorpio Moon colliding with a Pisces Moon. One of them wanted to be adored. The other needed to be a praised genius, out loud all the time by everyone in the room, and for a while it looked like the most glamorous love story on the planet, until it didn't. If you've ever been with someone who made you feel like the most important thing in the room, until suddenly you weren't, this video is about you. Kim Kardashian. October 21st, 1980. Born into a family business of image, performance, and being watched. Libra Sun. Kanye West. June 8th, 1977. Gemini Sun. A man who said out loud, multiple times, that he is a god. But also a man who lost his mother, publicly unraveled, and made some of the most vulnerable music of the last 20 years. They met around 2003, married in 2014, divorced finalized 2022. 3 years of very public dissolution, and the entire internet had opinions. But here's what most people missed. This wasn't a story about two famous people being messy. It was a story about two specific attachment styles colliding at exactly the wrong moment in both of their lives. Their synastry chart, the compatibility overlay, reads less like a love story and more like a case study. Let's get into it. Kim is a Libra Sun, Scorpio Moon, Sagittarius rising. The Libra Sun part everyone knows. Harmony, beauty, partnership, the need to be in relationship. But that Scorpio Moon is where it gets interesting. Moon in Scorpio isn't about being dramatic. It's about emotional hypervigilance. People with this placement grew up learning that the emotional environment around them could shift suddenly, and they needed to track it obsessively. Attachment research actually maps onto this. Scorpio Moon energy correlates strongly with anxious, preoccupied attachment. The core wound is, if I stop watching, something will be taken from me. Her Venus is in Virgo, in the 9th house. Venus in Virgo loves through service, through practicality, through making things work. This is a person who shows love by handling things. And the 9th house puts that in the context of philosophy, expansion, public life. Kim literally built an empire around her relationships. That's not an accident. Her 7th house, the house of partnership, has Gemini on the cusp, which means she's wired to be attracted to communicators. People who are quick, articulate, constantly generating ideas. People like Kanye. He is a Gemini Sun, Pisces Moon, Taurus rising. Gemini Sun is charisma, duality, the mind as identity. He literally cannot be one thing, artistically, publicly, relationally. The whole Ye rebrand, the political pivots, the fashion era, the gospel era, that's Gemini Sun doing exactly what it does. But that Pisces Moon is the piece that explains so much. Pisces Moon people experience emotion like weather. It doesn't just move through them, it becomes them. There's no container. And when Pisces Moon individuals don't have a stable external structure holding them, they dissolve into whatever is around them. Or they build grandiose protective fantasies, because if you're everything, nothing can hurt you. His Sun conjuncts Uranus. In astrology, this is the placement of the genius who breaks things, creative disruption as an identity. But there's a cost. Uranus conjunct Sun also correlates with a profound fear of constraint, of being owned, of losing the self. Kanye's Neptune sits directly on Kim's ascendant. This is the rose-colored glasses aspect in its most potent form. Neptune dissolves reality. On someone's ascendant, the face they show the world, it means one person literally could not see the other clearly. Kim, from the outside, looked like whoever Kanye needed her to be, and for a while, she was willing to play that role. Kim's Saturn squares Kanye's Sun. Saturn-Sun squares in synastry are not inherently bad. They can create structure, ambition, staying power, but they can also manifest as one person feeling chronically criticized or limited by the other. Saturn energy says, you must earn this. You must become more. For a Sun conjunct Uranus man who already bristles at any constraint, that's gasoline. Their charts form a tense inconjunct. Her Scorpio Moon and his Gemini Sun are at a 150-degree angle, a placement of chronic miscommunication that's hard to diagnose. It's a constant low-grade friction where two people care deeply, but can never quite get the emotional timing right. The pattern in Kim and Kanye's dynamic maps closely to what researchers describe as narcissistic codependent pairing. That's not a moral judgment. It's a clinical observation about how certain attachment styles find each other and create a feedback loop. Kim's anxious attachment, her Scorpio Moon hypervigilance, her Venus in Virgo urge to fix and serve, was forged in the trenches of Kanye's bipolar episodes. For years, she quietly carried the weight of his diagnoses, acting as both a shield and an emotional shock absorber, until the burden became simply too heavy to bear. This extreme survival mode made her extraordinarily skilled at managing another person's emotional chaos. She had a high tolerance for dysregulation. She'd been trained by experience to track emotional weather and adapt. Kanye's chart describes a different wound, the fear of psychic dissolution. People with Pisces Moon who also have strong Uranus energy often develop what psychologist Heinz Kohut called grandiose self-structure, a psychic fortress built against vulnerability. The persona is enormous because the inner world feels unbounded and terrifying. When these two patterns meet, you get what attachment theorist Sue Johnson calls the demon dialogues. One person pursues, manages, adapts. The other escalates or withdraws to maintain the illusion of control. The more Kim stabilized, the more Kanye had to escalate. Because her stability threatened the grandiose system, she was making it too real. What finally breaks this pattern isn't a fight. It's when the managing partner stops managing. When Kim stopped adjusting, stopped absorbing. When the 2020s version of her decided that her own life was the priority. The whole system lost its regulating force. If you watched this and felt something familiar, maybe you've been the one who manages, who became an expert in someone else's emotional weather, who figured out exactly how to be what they needed because that felt safer than asking for what you needed. That's not weakness. That's an adaptation. Your nervous system learned early that staying regulated around someone dysregulated was survival. The chart just shows you what you already know. Some dynamics aren't bad because someone is a bad person. They're painful because they were built on a need that no relationship could actually fill. Knowing that doesn't fix it, but it does make you a little less likely to blame yourself for the whole thing. The chart didn't cause the end of this marriage, but it described the architecture of how it was always going to crack.